Today I'm going to show you how to apply a filled pore finish. This is a method for sealing off the pores of the wood and giving you a perfect level surface for applying a high gloss finish or at least an even rubbed out finish. To fill the pores, we're going to use a commercial pore filler. This one has been pre-tinted and comes already the consistency that you're going to need to apply it. We've stirred the commercial pore filler to thoroughly mix the liquid part with the solids that will actually be filling the pores. And you can see here the consistency that you want for forcing it down into those tiny little pores. Plastic scrapers cost you about $2 at any home improvement center. I have one here with rounded corners and another one here with square corners to get into the edge around the edge of the table here. And a coarse cloth for wiping off the semi-dried pore filler. In this case, we're going to use burlap you can purchase from any fabric store. Up to this point, I've done three things. Sanded the surface up to 220 grit. I've applied a stain that will color the background color and fill some of the pores with a darker color. And then I sealed the stain in place using a gloss polyurethane. Now you could stop at this point and just add a few more coats of polyurethane and leave it alone. But what you'll notice when you shine a light on it is how the finish appears glossy on the firm parts of the wood, but turns a matte color on the porous portions of the wood. So it's these deep pores that we're going to seal off with our pore filler. Now some people will recommend brushing it on the surface and working it around, but you want to get it on there as quickly as possible, and the quickest way to get it on there is to just pour it straight from the can. After pouring on the pore filler, I'll use this plastic scraper to spread it across the surface evenly. Then I use the same plastic scraper to force the pore filler down into the individual pores. After forcing the pore filler down into the individual pores, begin pulling off the surplus by drawing the scraper across the grain. Here I'm holding the scraper at a slight angle so you don't get a sort of washboard vibration coming up through the scraper. For the routed corners of the tabletop, I can use the corner of the scraper to force it into the pores of the end grain. Then I can use my rubber glove to act as a sort of squeegee to remove the rest of the pore filler. After the pore filler dries to a haze, I'll remove that using a rough burlap rag. There, that's about where I want it to be. Later on, I'll come back and sand this down after the pore filler has had a chance to dry and harden up inside of the pores. Now, I could put another coat of polyurethane on this and add a second coat of filler to fill the extremely deep pores or on wood surfaces where you've got a lot of pores to fill. But in this case, I think it's ready for final top coat, after which I'll rub out the finish to a soft sheen.